you're saying is absolutely true. We have actually seen a decrease in political violence in the community since the last two elections. Due to the fact, I think that most of the persons realize that politics cannot be or should not be justified through violence anymore.
The violence that flares up in the era recently has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with men want to control turf. And you know, people are position themselves, election come up, them want MP and caretaker to come talk to them because everybody basically are trying for hustle. Because the politics boil down to one thing now, is money. There's no much loyalty to politics again.
Violence is not really down enough, but it's not pushing up its head. Because even in the last election, there's a lot of violence crack up, but they are independently coming from the thing of certain allegiance certain people have with each other. But one of the most important things is that the educational phase is really stressing in the Central Kingston community constituency.
I don't vote Labour right because I think them would manage the country better than PNP. I have seen PNP now for about 20, 30 years in power, and all we've been doing is going down, down, down.
Labour right is a manager. It's not a follower, it's a manager. Whenever the JLP in power, you find people living a standard much better.
I was born in 1990, so that's like 25 years ago, right? For the past 26 years, we have seen like 22 years of the PNP government and 4 years of the Labour Party government, right? Given the country's current situation right now, economically and I'll say socially as well, it's in a deplorable condition. For me, there's no way at all a party that did 4 years compared to a party that did 22 years. The party that did 4 years could actually do all of this destruction.
I believe the Labour Party managed the country better because back in the 2007 when Labour Party win election, the US dollar was at $85 and thing. A pound of oxtail was $300 and odd dollar. Now it's at $600 and odd dollar.
A better government you need, you know. You need a better government. You need somebody who can help the poor. Too much sufferation. Sometimes you look on the TV and them show you some place down in the country, people still are suffer. People still are dead for hungry. And you say it's for the poor. It's not for the poor.
Growing up and saw what the PNP, when I see the management, where them try to manage the country, there's no form of management. They're under a PNP system. The Labour right, in other words, they have a mandate which I think would be a long-term thing where poor people will grasp more from it, will help stabilize the dollar, will help lower crime rates.
The interest to the Labour Party came back in 2006. I was doing a research to my econ class, and went to the World Bank as a guide. And we were watching Jamaica's progress from 1962 towards its current state. And we realized that during the JLP leadership, there's been a reduction in crime, economy boost, and literacy rate. And after every time the PNP comes in power, that goes down.
The JLP has never struggled for run the country. The JLP always have leadership. And it's not by accident. It's a party that build itself on building country. The PNP builds individuals and the masses suffer. The JLP build country and the majority prosper. So we don't have to think or worry where leadership are going to come from in the party. It's automatic that the JLP philosophy and policy is fixing economy, creating jobs, cut crime, that the country can prosper and the people can prosper.
I think the team where the JLP have right now is a better team than the PNP have. With TANIESHA, Camilla Johnson Smith, that's her name? And Andrew Wallace, Adam, and Derek Smith, and last but not least, Dr. Christoph Tan.
The leadership of the Labour Party is so flexible. that you can come out and have so many people, name have been called, who can run the party. The thing people want, the thing people don't understand is in Jamaica. If you look at the Labour Party to the People's National Party, we have more prime ministers, more people who are prime ministers than them. The thing in the Labour Party is the only party in Jamaica who has groomed somebody to become a prime minister. No other party in Jamaica has ever done that. Bruce Golding.
I was born and grown in this constituency. And one of my main reasons to remain living in here as a councillor is because I wanted to make a difference. And listen, the MP has done every single thing for me to lose because what? I did his job and it showed him up too much. And one of the things I focus on in here is to educate the people against politics. I want to be a revolutionist, you know. Don't think I'm dominated at JLP, you know. Because if JLP come in tomorrow and them not serving the people, the P that I represent is people, not party.
When Mr. Thwaites win by 2,000 votes the last election, we were uneducated. Now we are educated. Now we know what we want. And it's not just us. You have a lot of Mr. Thwaites, people them, his supporter them, know that he's not doing anything and they are getting educated to themselves. So Mr. Robert Chin.
It's time for the PNP to go because Mr. Thwaites not doing nothing at all. And I think Mr. Chin will be the change.
To be realistic, it's a go hard and thing, but we as JLP supporters, we are going to vote and vote for Mr. Chin. And think just to send a message to Ronald Thwaites, say, to come, time for you to pull up your sleeve and do something for the community.
It's going to be really, really difficult. No, it's a stronghold here. But I mean, I think Mr. Chin will get the support of the people and even in Mr. Thwaites' stronghold. So Mr. Chin, I will say. Central
Kingston must wake up and realize we cannot continue to feed one set of people and the masses hungry. So let us make a change and vote for Mr. Chin because Mr. Chin will make the difference.